most of my life I've been hurt. You know, it's like people expect me to be this, expect me to be that, and I just want to be me. It seems like the people I thought were my friends don't want me to. They don't want me to be happy. They tell me to love myself, but how can I love myself if they put me down every day? Insults, like, no wonder why she broke up with you. Oh, and speaking of that, a friend of mine asked me if this whole album was focused on the hurt from my ex. It's not. I can tell you that right now. If you ask me what my favorite song on this album is, I'll tell you the same thing I told everybody. Bad Days isn't about people loving my album and all my songs. It isn't about me wanting to be famous. It's about my life. The reason why I started working on this album was because I started to realize that I just didn't matter to people. And my album name flipped around a lot. It went from finding myself to talking to myself to explanations to the old me. Then I realized, who truly cares about me? I remember coming home one night last year, the day me and my ex split. I was so mad that I put a hole in my wall. And it wasn't even on purpose. I just put my head against my wall and tapped it with my arm. And a piece of the wall caved in with it. I had a really bad night. Probably one of the worst. That's where Bad Days come up. Don't even get me started on how I come up with the name that started all this. It was so simple and yet so hard to figure out. Hex was taken, Zerical was taken. I got some advice from a friend. He told me to just be Gage. I was really confused at first. Like, that's my name though. He told me to be me. To be the person that no one else wanted. The person that I didn't even want. That's until I knew what my problem was. I'm alone. There are no collaborations on this album yet. 6 songs are done. I don't even know if I will have anybody else featuring on this album. If anybody even wants to. Sure, we joked about it, but sometimes I take things too seriously. But if you want to know the song I feel I put most into, is the first song in this whole thing. Bad Days.